baby. 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, Toon here, back again. This week we'll do a headset review. I've got a new headset. This is the Plantronics Rig 800LX headset. This is a Dolby Atmos headset. This works on Xbox One and PC. I say I bought it because I thought it'd be useful. I bought an Xbox a few months ago, an Xbox One, but I bought a few games for it, but I haven't really played it. So I thought, well, Xbox Live was going for like £12 for 6 months. So I thought I'd buy that and get a bit of use out of my Xbox. And then I same as I do on the PS4, I game with a headset most of the time. I needed a headset. So my mate bought these because he just bought an Xbox One, and he's got the Astro A50s, and he couldn't really get on with his headset, so pretty much I've had it off him. So this is, this is a Dolby Atmos headset that works on PC and Xbox One. It has some nice features as well. Dolby Atmos is basically like surround sound in the cinema, but then you've got speakers in the ceiling as well. So when stuff would fly over your head in a movie, instead of just hearing it around you, you actually hear it fly from the back of your head to your forward of your head. I say the majority of the time, unless things are flying over your head, you're getting like surround sound, and it's got a different clarity to the sound as well, Dolby Atmos. But I say this is a fully certified headset for that. It says headset currently costs, it's pretty new and currently costs 150 quid. It says it's made by Plantronics. Like I said, I wanted it for the Xbox, and I wanted it for the PC as well. So that's the box. It comes with, it's got its own mic and everything on here as well, and it got a 24-hour battery, which is pretty fantastic. I've used them for about 15 hours so far, and it's still saying half battery, medium battery when you turn it on, which is pretty amazing. Like I say, it's got the noise cancelling microphone, and it's supposed to have noise sort of cancelling headphones as well, so when you put them on, it sort of drowns out the noise. That doesn't really work. I can put them on and talk to people on the phone, but it's the same as any other set. When you start pumping the volume through, you can't hear anyone anyway. So they'll probably be able to hear you though, or maybe be able to hear you, but it doesn't really matter because it's only a low sound. So that's the box. I say the flap won't sit down. It comes with, I'll show the headset. First thing it comes with is this dongle here, which has got a little button on the top to sync your headset, and USB, and on the back of this dongle is a little switch. Reason I show you that, because I want to explain it in a minute, that's quite important. So onto the actual headset itself. This is the headset, as you'll see. Very pretty looking headset, very nice. It is all plastic, there's no metal in here at all, but does feel nice, you know, does feel very good quality. It doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything, which is really nice. There's no adjustable up and down as you would normally find on a headset. On these instead, you've got this little notch here and these little holes and this cup. So what you do is you twist the cup, at least if I can get twisted, and the cup pops out. So then depending on the size of your head, as you would be up here, down here, or whatever, you basically can adjust the size of your head. I've got a big head, so basically I've got to put it on the bottom one, and then when you put it on, then this headband by here, this Riggs headband, is on. It feels very soft, and it's on like sort of I don't know, it's like a rubber or something, and it stretches and it adjusts to your head. So when your head goes in there, it adjusts to your head. It feels very comfortable actually. My head pretty much goes right at the top, but there you go. But other than that, it feels a very comfortable headset, and considering it's got a battery that lasts 24 hours, it is very light indeed. It's a very light headset. I can't believe how light it is actually, considering, well, you know, how long it actually lasts. Pretty amazing. Like I say, it's got quite a premium look to it. It's got that carbon fibre look to it, and it's got nice plastic and does the job. There's your microphone. It's got your noise cancelling on the outside and your microphone on the inside, and if you listen, you may not be able to hear that. There's like a little click. Microphone comes down, that's pretty much your mic. So then if you want to mute it, you basically pop your mic back up, it does a little click and it's muted. On the other side, there's no controls. Sorry for the light, guys, it's a bit awkward in this room, but There's no controls. But on the back of the headset then, so when you turn it around to the back, on the right ear cup, there's a little button underneath there. That is your EQs. Basically, when you it beeps. There's 4 of them, so it beeps like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tells you which one it is. The first one is like a balanced sort of level. The second one is like all the sort of bass and stuff is boosted. The third one is like it's got a bit more bass and stuff, and it's lower than the second one, which is quite nice. And the third one is more for voices in games. I tend to find the first one or the third one's the best, to be honest. On your then basically on the one cap, this is the only one with the controls on really, is you got your micro USB for charging, you got your volume up and down, which is a nice little roller, which works nice. You got your on button there, which is a little LED inside there, and then you've got your adjustment there for adjusting for chat and music, which is very useful in game, because sometimes your friends are too loud and you want to mute them down a bit but still want to hear them, or music, you want to hear a bit more of the game, so you can adjust that on the fly. So that's the headset. It feels very nice. Right then, my first experience with this was on the PC. I originally plugged the headset in. If I put them like that, you might be able to see them. I originally plugged the headset in the PC, and the sound was really nice. After a couple of minutes, the sound went really crappy. There was like a buzzing noise, and I couldn't work out what the hell was going on, and it was all crackling, and I tried for an hour. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I couldn't work it out. And in the box, you get a little card for the Dolby Atmos app. What you do is you go to the Windows Store, you download the Dolby Atmos app. That installs onto your PC or your Xbox. And then it allows you to do the Dolby Atmos processing on your PC. You just change, or your Xbox, you just change how your headset is doing the surround sound. So on the Dolby app, it comes with about 9 different Dolby sort of little videos and stuff to use, and the sound was terrible. I couldn't work it out. And then I had another look at the dongle, and I've looked on the Plantronics site as well, and on their forums there's people complaining about the headset. And I don't know whether you can see it, there's a little switch there, and that switches between PC and Xbox. If you leave that on Xbox and plug it in your PC, it'll work perfectly for a few minutes, and then the sound will go awful. And so I had to take it out. I switched it back to PC. I plugged it in. Worked fine. I was like, perhaps I should have read the instructions. There you go, innit? But it worked perfectly fine. I do have a few little issues with it on the PC. Is the majority of the time, the surround sound works lovely, especially the Atmos sounds great once you change it and everything. But depending on what you're running on your PC, sometimes the bass can be really overdriven on it. And to be honest, the bass on these headsets is not the best. It's okay, it's not amazing, but to be honest, I do own a set of Astro A50s, and the bass on them is phenomenal. Doesn't matter what you chuck at it, it's perfect, no distortion. But so I'm coming from them, so I sort of. The Astros are like, at least £100 more, which is a bit of a, not really a fair comparison, to be honest. But yeah, the bass is okay, but it's not amazing. It's there, but depending on what you're running on your PC, like film's perfectly fine, some games perfectly fine, but it depends on. Sometimes you'll put a game on and the bass is really pronounced in that game. If you do that, you get a lot of bass through that headset, but it distorts on the bottom end of the bass. And you get that sort of like, I know, it's like sort of distortion to the bass. I've seen one or two other people mention it, but it all depends what you're doing on the PC. It depends on whether you're getting that breakup of the bass or not. It's not there all the time, but it is a little bit of a markdown on the sound, to be honest. Apart from that, the actual Dolby surround sound on the demo sounds fantastic. There's a demo of a leaf flying through a forest. That's amazing. You can hear stuff coming from your head. You can hear it above your head, slightly like corners of the room. It's quite impressive when you hear it. Yeah, so I've been using it on PC. It's not a bad PC headset, but I wouldn't say it was amazing. But you can live with it. Like, if you haven't experienced the Astros, to be honest, you'd probably just be accepting of what it was like. But obviously I'm coming from owning a pair of Astros, but but apart from that, I say that they're not a bad PC headset. So then I switched the box over and plugged it in my Xbox One, and on the Xbox One you get the same app, you get the same demos. Oh my god, this thing works brilliant on the Xbox One. It doesn't suffer from that top-end crackling of the bass, unless something insane goes on, you know, like something massive explosion. You may hear a bit of it, but on the Xbox, they're brilliant, really, really good. The same demos on the Xbox as well sound better. I'm not sure, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure whether my PC is slightly overdriving the sound, and that's when I'm getting the breakup when you put it up loud. So I've been messing around with the PC. I can't find anything to change that. So I just watched the film on it on the PC as well, and it was perfect. Really good. Nice surround sound on it and everything. Great. And then I had to go a couple of games and they were fine. And then I played one game then where there's a lot of bass and then you can hear the breakup at the bottom end. But there you go. But anyway, I plugged them in the Xbox, and I gotta be honest, they work perfect in the Xbox. They work better than they do on the PC. I played Gears of War last night with it, and that actually supports the Atmos sound. And yeah, that sounds very nice indeed, especially when you hear like helicopters flying over your head. It almost makes you feel like they're sort of like diagonally above you, and when they're hovering around your head and they're flying around you, you can really hear the sound going around. It's quite impressive, like it's quite cool. So I say the other thing is the microphone. I've tried the microphone on the PC and it seems a pretty decent mic. It's not studio quality mic as you wouldn't expect, but it does seem a decent mic, and I am going to try and do it with some of my other videos. On the Xbox, my mate said it sounds perfectly fine on it, and it does cut out a lot of the surrounding noise as well with our noise cancelling. So you know, it's pretty good in our respects. But yeah, the voice chat now, that works great, you know, cutting it down the sound. And the other thing as well on the Xbox One, these are fully wireless. There's no need to have a chat cable going into your pad. That is awful on the Xbox One. Why the majority of headsets out there have to plug into the pad and you have to sit there with a wired. Even some of the other wireless ones, you have to have a chat cable that goes in the actual pad. It's the same with the Astros as well. The Astros are the same. You have to have a chat cable unless you've got the newest generation of Astros with the base station, and then you can full wireless. So that's a really good thing, because to be honest, it's all right having wires, but again the way they're a pain in the ass, especially when you're moving your pad around or you're getting up or something like that. You can't just put your pad down and walk off, or I end up bloody pulling the pad over or yanking the bloody cables up most of the time. So the Xbox, the all sort of having to use a chat cable, it's crazy. Like, why don't you do like in the PS4? You can either use a wired headset if you want, otherwise just get a wireless one. They all pretty much wireless chat. So that's a really nice feature. So pretty much that's pretty nice. I like that. So yeah, that's an Xbox headset. They're very good actually, to be honest. They feel nice, they're comfortable, sound is good. It's not massive bass, but you know, it does the job. 150 quid. I don't know whether I would say they're worth 150 quid. I don't know. I have to leave that one open for the debate, I think. I don't know whether I would have paid 150 quid for them. I'm not saying how much I got them for, but I did get them for a lot cheaper than that. So for me, it seemed to be worth the money. But maybe 100 quid be more like it, to be honest. The Americans is $150, so it is a bit cheaper in America. But they do a couple of different versions of the rigs. I've tried the Rig 400 as well, which I do believe is Atmos compatible as well. But that one is a bog standard stereo one that plugs into the pad. But I gotta be honest, it sounds really nice on that one as well. And that's a 50 quid headset. I've only used my mates when I haven't really fully tested, but I was playing COD and stuff with it. And yeah, they're nice and loud. They've got a nice impressive sound. And then one's a 50 quid. But this is the top end version of the headset. So as a Xbox headset, yeah, it's a nice headset. It's fully wireless, no chat cables, good sound. The surround sound works really well on things like Gears and games that support it. The other thing, if you've got a game that doesn't support the Dolby Atmos, you need to go into the settings and change the headset setting from Dolby Atmos to Windows Sound Space, I think it's called. Otherwise, you pretty much get stereo sound on everything. So it is a bit of a pain in the ass. You need to swap the sounds in between the type of games you're running. But sound space, like I said, it sounds pretty much the same. You could just leave it on that, but seeing as you got the Atmos app, you may as well use it and take advantage of the extra processing. But yeah, it's an Xbox headset. They're quite good. Get a bit of a thumbs up. But 150 quid, talking more like 100 quid, I think. I think a little bit pricey for what they are. As a PC headset, it's not a bad headset, but it's not great. I don't know whether they'll ever release firmware or like a proper PC driver for this, or maybe the Atmos app on the PC is not quite as good as it should be, but it doesn't work as well as the Xbox. So as a PC headset, there's a lot of other PC headsets out there which are probably better than this. So, but it's okay. You'd have to, it depends if you really want the Atmos or not, but don't expect miracles. The sound is good, but not amazing, you know. But overall, especially if you're just buying them for the Xbox particularly, yeah, they're a pretty decent headset. You know, maybe hold out and get them a little bit cheaper when the price comes down a bit. But yeah, not a bad headset. I don't know whether I would probably recommend them for the Xbox. Maybe I would give them like, I don't know, 7 out of 10 for sound. Yeah, maybe a 7 out of 10 for sound. It's not a bad headset, but runs nice on the Xbox. But PC is a little bit dodgy on the PC. I say I am sort of comparing them to the Astro A50s, which is a little bit of an unfair comparison. There's a lot of people on the internet reviewing these and saying they're better than the Astros. Here's the Astros. This headset is absolutely fantastic. The bass on this headset is unbelievable. It's like you've bass like you've never heard. It doesn't matter how deep, how crazy that bass is, they do not distort at all. And I swapped last night from going playing Gears to actually playing Destiny 2 online with this. It's mind-blowing. That's all I can say. The sound difference is mind-blowing. But like I said, the Astros, especially for the new ones, are 130 quid more. So I suppose you are getting what you pay for. Like I said in my Astro review, the microphone in the Astros is not the best, but it does the job for playing online. But the sheer sound quality you get out of these things is crazy. So I would say the Astros I bought, I haven't regret paying the money for them. They were 250 quid, and if they broke, I would buy another pair, to be honest. But this time I don't have the money to buy a pair for the Xbox, and I'm not really going to be using my Xbox that much to warrant buying a pair for the Xbox. Maybe a pair for the PC would be nice, but you know, I can use the rigs on the PC, and that'll do the job basically. But if you were into spending a bit more money, you know, around the 250 to 280 quid mark, which I know is very, very premium, and it's a lot of money that a lot of people don't tend to have, which is fair enough. But if you do have the money, I would definitely, my best recommendation I can say would be the Astro A50s. You just, once you've heard the sound on them things, you're never going to go back. But you know, this rig's 800 LX does a not bad job. It's a pretty nice headset. I say maybe 7 out of 10 I'll give it. That's for the Xbox. Out on the PC though, as a PC headset, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. If I can stable that, because it's going crazy. Because sorry, I cut off then, guys. My storage is full. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for a PC headset. Pretty wicked. Nice clarity of sound going around, but the bass can really drop out of the bottom end, especially in really deep sounding stuff. But you know, it's a pretty decent headset. It's not bad. So that's the Riggs 800 LX, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I don't know if you're in for an Xbox One headset. Yeah, check them out. Why not? If you've got the money to buy them, pick them up and check out the Atmos sound. You're not going to be totally blown away by it, but it's going to sound pretty nice, especially when you get hearing things above your head. That's pretty cool. One thing before you go, you can download that Atmos app and you can use it on other headsets. You don't necessarily have to have that one. You can use it on the Astros. I haven't tried it, but my mate said the Astros sound amazing. Atmos stuff. So that's another thing to consider. If you've got a decent headset for your Xbox One, download the Atmos app. It's 15 quid if you want to actually buy it, and that'll give you that'll simulate the Atmos sound anyway. So you might find your sound might improve on your other headset. So I know if you've got to spare 15 quid, well, they give you a trial for a month anyway, so you can basically try out the trial and see what you think. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you soon with probably another gaming review or gameplay footage or something. All right, guys, bye now.